A reminder, fans, we must become join us for our trading card day. The first 10,000 fans in the arena will receive a trading card pack. Arrive early to the fan zone and get them signed by Steve Wood and the Woods World. DC Family, our Wizards Dancers poster giveaway is coming up. All you have to do is come to the game and you're guaranteed to go home with your very own Wizards Dancers poster. DC Family, don't miss our next giveaway day. The first 10,000 fans in attendance will receive a pair of Wizards shorts. Make plans to arrive early. DC Family, our next Wizards giveaway night is a big one. We're giving every fan in the arena a G-Wiz scarf. Be sure to pick up your tickets soon if you haven't. Starting at point guard.
With league-wide focus doors on size at every position, we've seen the demise of the traditional point guard.
So, Kevin, the first point you make is absolutely valid. Even 6'6", 6'5", 6'7", we're seeing point guards of that size. And not only are they exceptional passers, they like to score it. So that's first and foremost. But what I believe ultimately is, if you are 6'3" and under, and you still bring a special amount of skill, there's going to be a place for you.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Anthony Davis is out there with Lee. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Christie. And it's Marshall in at the 3.
Well, solid work from Kyrie right there. This guy never fears going against bigger players. His shot making too good.
And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Here's Middleton. Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Champagnie. Pass to Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
Most of Sarr's best work is done at the rim. Look at him just throwing it down with ease.
Irving against Poole. Irving passes to Lee. And stolen by Sarr. Now Poole. Middleton for 3. And Lee pulls it down.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
They get the rebound. Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Oh, great effort on the boards. AD playing hard.
For Washington, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Pass to Champagnie. Middleton outside. And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last. And now in the first half of December, more games under our belt. The power rankings starting to take shape. Let's take a look at Dallas. They've climbed all the way up to the 2nd spot.
And guys, right now for Dallas, they've started this year as well as they could have hoped. Playing great basketball, probably exceeding preseason expectations.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks, guys. Well, after their three-point shooting abandoned them in the finals, the Mavericks have addressed that shortcoming in a major way, acquiring one of the Splash Brothers, Klay Thompson. Klay is eager for a fresh start and an opportunity, I'm told, to add another ring to his championship resume. This should be a match made in heaven.
Without a doubt. Shams Charania with the report. Hey, Shams, thanks. Just 4 to shoot. Irving from long range. A three-pointer is right on target. Irving's got 5 now.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
Here's Sarr. Fires top of the key. That one's a miss. His 3rd shot of the game. He's made 1 of them. Lee finds Davis. Here's Irving. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And that's now 7 points for Kyrie Irving.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
And it's Brian Keith calling timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Smart's checked in for the Wizards. On the wing, Koulibaly. Back to Poole. Middleton, the pass to Poole. Sarr sets the screen for Poole. And again, Washington no good.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Irving looking over the floor. Shoots over Poole. Here's Lee. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Pass to Sarr. Poole with it. Sarr sets the screen for Poole. To end the drought, and Sarr throws it down.
This is why you involve the big man Sarr in pick and rolls. He understands how to take advantage.
Outside Irving. That's a 2 from Lee. Rebound by the Wizards. And this matchup with the Mavericks, it's the first meeting of the season. To the inside. Here's Koulibaly.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And DB, the measurables jump off the page for Koulibaly. 6'8" with a 7'2" arm span.
Kev, that's the kind of length that would allow somebody to be a menace defensively. Let's remember, he was the 7th pick back in 2023. The Wizards clearly very high on this young guy's potential. Well, this is a staple of Jordan Poole's game, folks. This is why he is a volume three-point shooter.
Outside Irving. Down low. Outside for Davis. Pass to Irving. Shot clock at 6. Dallas moving it around. And it's blocked.
Sharp defensive instincts from the rookie. Sarr using those long arms to knock that one away.
Count it. Good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. So for Washington, their last game, a loss to the Cavaliers.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Well, frankly, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
They've got Smart. Kispert is out there with George. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Champagnie in at the center. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll. He has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. Now, Smart. After the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. Pass to George. Up top, Brogdon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And Lee with the stuff.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Here's Champagnie. Rebounded by Gafford.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here is Martin. Still yet to score. No good from Lee. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for Washington. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Lee with the steal. And Lee with the stuff.
Well, this is why Kyrie Irving can make a defense look bad. He can beat you with his scoring or his passing.
Wizards trail by 6. GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty track record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent.
Pass to Lee. And Lee with the stuff.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Now, here's Brogdon. 14 points from him the last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. With the floater, and Lee pulls it down. Lee's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Gafford finds Lee. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
The Wizards have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Here's Champagnie. Lee with the block. Over Kispert. And he gets it again. Shot good from Lee. Lee's got the lead up to 12 now for Dallas. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Memphis.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Prosper's checked in. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Brogdon kicks to Middleton. Back to Brogdon. Pass to Sarr. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. That's 7 points for Howard Sarr.
Already expanding his game. Sarr trying to get better at attacking quickly off the pass.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Well, we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up. Let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You gotta love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
You look at Irving. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
It seems every season, Doris, we have players speak out on being unhappy with their role.
Well, consider, Kevin, that if you're one player on a roster in the NBA, how coveted each of those spots are, but also how competitive they are. You don't get there without that nature, which means you want to play. Well, that's the attitude Malcolm Brogdon hopes to bring every night. You can't be passive. He is going to attack on the interior.
Now here's Lee. He's got 13, and that one is good.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Wizards trail by 12. Pass to Coulibaly. Back to Brogdon. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. Things like that.
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, it doesn't feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all.
And Washington making a change here. Champagnie's checked in. Now Sarr following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Pass to Middleton. Here's Sarr, covered by Lee. And here is Brogdon. Just 5 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's Poole, and it falls. Over the rim and in. Poole's got it back down to within single digits for the Wizards. Inside and stolen by Song. Now Poole, 17 points in his last outing. Here's Brogdon. Here's the drive. Knocked away.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Here's Prosper. No good on the three. Washington's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. In the corner, it's Brogdon. Pass to Champagnie. Here's Middleton. Poole with it. Just 5 on the clock. And it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Coulibaly, he's checked in for Washington. Derek Lively, he's checked in for the Mavericks. He comes in for Irving.
He has gotten into a great rhythm here in this quarter, playing with just bundles of confidence.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Mavericks ahead. They lead by 4. They'll be back shortly, live from Washington.
And for that matchup with the Raptors, although they appear to be the better team, they can't get caught up thinking that. You know.
And moving right along, things are neck and neck for the Washington Wizards right now.
Limiting turnovers has helped. Give their ball handlers props.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. What can you say? Lee, an impressive effort here today.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. Lee out there with Davis. Then there's Christie. Then there's Irving. And it's Marshall in at the 3 slot. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult. And they continue to control the glass.
To the middle, and stolen by Song. And here we go. Song heading to the hoop. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Lee dishes to Davis, and Davis throws it down.
And we've seen this movie before. Davis moves with authority and attacks the rim.
Poole, the pass to Sarr. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Over to the wing. Here's Marshall. Here's Lee. They shoot again. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. Middleton outside. Pass to Champagnie. Middleton outside. Beyond the arc. Clock at 4. It's good from long range. Middleton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Dallas leading by 3. Outside Irving. On the wing, Lee. The three. Here's Davis, and Davis throws it down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Poole, no good.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Irving kicks to Davis. Right side, Lee. High post, Davis. He has 6. No good from Lee.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Poole on the wing. Clock at 6. Pass to Champagnie. Over Lee. Shot by Champagnie, no good. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Dallas Mavericks. They've held a 12-point lead early. Lee sets a screen for Marshall. Knocked loose. Now here's Davis. Guarded close. It's rebounded by Poole.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Greg, it's not the first skill you think about, but Jordan Poole is unreal at the foul line.
I mean, led the league in 22 at 92.5%, beating out teammate Steph Curry by 0.2%. Who's always been amongst the league leaders in attempts.
And Jason Kidd. We've got Malcolm Brogdon. Saddiq Bey is out there with Holmes. Then there's Kispert. And it's Smart in at the 1. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Irving against Bey. Trying to find Holmes. Gets it to him. Good D by Lee.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Here's Irving. Lays it up off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
But just a spectacular display of ball handling from Kyrie, opening up the look there.
Now here's Smart. Pass to Bey. To the paint. Here's Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. On the wing, Irving. Guarded by Smart. Lee outside. Davis with a screen on Brogdon. 5 to shoot. Now here's Kispert. He's guarded close. And good that time. 10 points here for Corey Kispert.
And tough to miss his man that time. They really seeing the whole floor.
Outside Irving. Over in the corner, Marshall. The kick out to Irving. A floater. And the rejection by Holmes. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Holmes. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And here's Smart. Pass to Bey. To tie it up. And Lee pulls it down. The Mavericks leading. Irving with a clean look. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
Wizards have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Now, here's Kispert. Now, Bey. Over Lee. Bey, no good.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
Here's Davis. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
The assist.
Now it's a 7-point Maverick lead.
A difficult shot for some bigs, but AD making it look easy.
Pass to Kispert. Bay with it. Six to shoot. From 15 feet away, Mavericks with the rebound. Davis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Lee kicks to Davis. Back to Lee. Pass to Christie. Irving against Bay. Irving gets a screen from Lee. The second chance effort. Irving's shot is good. Irving's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And Washington going with a whole new group here. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to catch what Brian Keefe told his team during that break. I asked for one thing, intensity. He said, I need you to crank it up to 11 out there. That's how we turn it around. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. 3, Marshall. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 6 assists now in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Lee with the block.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
This shot's it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Looking back at the 2019 draft, Jordan Poole was picked number 28, and Doris, he's already experienced the highs and lows of the NBA.
Well, Kev, let's remember that was a stacked draft class, and I think what you've seen from Jordan Poole is this incredible ability to hunt shots, to be willing to be a focal point on the offensive end. Let's remember, he's won a championship in his career, and that's something you can never take away. Well, you want to see that level of unselfishness from Jordan Poole, wanting to involve his open teammates.
Inside, and Lee with the stuff.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Irving against Poole. A minute 50 left in the game. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Davis up top, guarded by Poole. Here's Lee outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lee's got the lead up to 14 now for the man.
And I like Davis's decision-making. Fantastic. Always great at understanding when to move the ball. Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And it's Middleton penetrating again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Lee rebounded by the Wizards. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Mavericks.
Their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Yeah, excellent defense around the rim there, Kevin. They were disciplined and focused.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for the machine.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
Well, for the Mavericks, they can just run out the clock. Outside Irving. There's Lee with the three. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned.
They really thought they had a chance tonight. Solid effort tonight on both ends.
I see a
Man, everything feels just a little off. Let's win and go home. MP, you're my favorite player, man. Oh.
God keep our land.
If you're looking for a party this Saturday night, we're bringing you one. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Our game tonight. You know, Grant, for players that move to a new team in the offseason, have they had enough time to get adjusted?
Well, you know, BA, it depends. Some guys blend right into a new squad, but for others, it takes a lot of repetition to get a feel for your teammates.
So the opening lineup for the Mavericks. Anthony Davis is out there with Najee Marshall. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Lee in at the 5. Barnes finds Ingram. Sends it home from three-point land.
Since being traded in 2019, Brandon Ingram has really increased his three-point attempt. His percentages have gone up, too.
Irving, the pass to Lee. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Outside Ingram. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. They defeated Washington in their last game.
You have to respect their ability to stay consistent away from home, keeping their cool and making quality shots.
Well, efficiency is critical, and I love how they ran their offense and got quality shots out of their sets.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Pirtle, the pass to Quickly. Back to Pirtle. It's tipped. Outside Irving to the middle. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
And Pirtle deserves a lot of credit for his shot blocking ability. He's a dynamic and dynamite shot blocker.
To the inside. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
That shot off the mark. Pirtle with some nice D. Dick with it. Davis on him. Dick, the pass to Ingram. And it's blocked by Davis.
That infinite wingspan of Davis is on full display there.
Here's Lee. He's guarded by Barnes. Lee misses. The Raptors have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Ooh, poked away. Ingram with the ball. Marshall's there. Here's Pirtle. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Well, Grant, the Raptors are in the middle of a rebuild and are looking to establish an identity here.
Yeah, they've got some solid young pieces, specifically Scotty Barnes. They just need more experience and some time in order to learn what it takes to win at this level.
6 to shoot. Here's Ingram. Deflected. And he recovers it. Goes back up. And again, no good by Toronto.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Irving against Barnes. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Toronto shooting their first free throws of the game. First free throw is good. Good on both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the strike. He's going to cash in more than not.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants to review the game plan. Toronto making a switch here. Barrett's checked in. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Irving looking around. Sinks it from distance. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Kyrie Irving, what a touch from deep.
Outside Barrett. A 3 from Barnes. Rebounded by Marshall. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Lee misses. And it's Toronto's ball. And the first season matchup for them against the Mavericks this year. Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Boy, Pirtle is a guy that plays with a lot of force. I mean, when he's near the basket, the defense better watch out for the dunk.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic, and the point of emphasis in the game plan against Anthony Davis was to simply be more physical inside. Coach said we have to force him outside the paint and make him shoot those mid to long range shots. Sounds like they're willing to give up the outside shot to keep Davis from dominating the paint.
Thanks for that, Allie. Quickly passes to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
Irving for 3. Second chance shot. And the basket by Lee. Lee's got 6 points.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Down low. Here's Barrett. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Barnes has got his 3rd assist of the night.
And I love the confidence from Barrett. He enjoys finding room inside and capitalizing.
And he's going for the oop here. It's stolen by Pirtle. 1:43 left in the first quarter. It doesn't go for him.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Yes, it's good.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
Robinson, he's checked in for Toronto. Walter comes in for Ingram. A big group substitution here for Dallas. Gafford, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Martin comes in for Marshall. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Christie. And it's Hardy in for Kyrie Irving.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passing. 4 straight field goals have been made off in the 6th.
Pass to Hardy. Here's Martin. They set the pick. Just 5 on the clock. Fires top of the key. The shot by Hardy, no good.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Barnes with it. Outside Barrett. Inside. Clock at 6. And a big finish by Robinson.
You love to see it. Barrett operating the pick and roll like a surgeon.
Lee into the lane. No good. He's missed 5 of his 8 attempts. Here's Barrett. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's an 8-point Raptor lead.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors up by a healthy 8. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. Completely new group here for the Mavericks. Toronto leading by 16. They've got Scotty Barnes, R.J. Barrett out there with Brandon Ingram. Then there's Dick, and it's Shed in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
Hook, line, and sinker. Barrett got them right where he wanted them.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Here's Ingram. The Mavericks pull it in. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Mavericks trail by 17. Lee, the pass to Irving. To the paint. Oh, got a piece of it. Here's Davis. Oh, Davis asserts himself at the rim.
Always among the lead leaders in throwdowns. AD's tough around that rack.
And so it's Ingram with it. He brings it up for Toronto. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. After a trade to New Orleans back in 2019, Brandon Ingram has become a primary scorer, Grant.
Yeah, he's scored well over 20 points per game since leaving the Lakers. B.I. has the rare blend of length and shooting, and beyond scoring, Ingram's assist numbers are very impressive, too.
Irving for 3. Hits a 3-pointer. Irving's got 10 points in the game.
You know, when Irving rises up to take these shots, so smooth in how he gets it done. He always seems to be in control.
Outside, Dick fires the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Christie passes to Irving. Davis from long range. Another shot. Here's Lee. Back to Irving. Pass to Christie. Launches it. Drops in the 3. Christie's got 6 here in the quarter.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Dick, the pass to Barrett. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Uneasy 2 on the layup. He has 7.
How crazy is Ingram? How ridiculous is Ingram? I mean, just toying with the defense with his ball handling skill.
And with a new class entering the league, here is our rookie race. A look at the early returns. Plenty of time for someone who might not be on the list to become a big-time factor. You look at Lee, what an incredible start to his rookie season. Sitting in the #1 spot right now, but I'm sure this will be an exciting rookie race.
And you know his confidence must be soaring, sitting at the top of this impressive list of young talent.
And that's no small achievement. I mean, even early on like this, I think it shows you how well he fits into playing at this level.
Here's Quickly. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Raptors lead by 15.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Irving, that's good.
He's certainly starting to heat up from outside. That's his 3rd for the game, his 2nd in this quarter.
Quickly passes to Ingram. Lets it go from 14. It's rebounded by Dallas. Davis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Nobody is catching Ingram in the open floor. I mean, this guy is a speed merchant.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Davis. And that's a foul called on Jakob Poeltl. That's his first foul of the game.
14 foul. Substitution on the court.
11 seconds left in the first half. Martin with a screen on quickly. And here's Martin. Lets it go from deep. That one no good. And the first half now in the books. Raptors out in front, leading by 14. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
The Mavericks, 31.
It's not just about taking a shot. It's about taking the right shot. They've made a lot of good decisions out there.
Sometimes. Next on the docket. That does it for halftime.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
On the court right now for the Mavericks. We've got Davis. He's out there with Najee Marshall. And it's Irving in at the point. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy.
And coach is sure it should be going the other way. He's
is confirmed. 2 minutes on to review the play.
Sometimes a coach may have a better view of this call than the official. It's really just a matter of where the action takes place on the court.
Hey, when you're on the bench and see what looks like an obvious mistake on this call, you almost have to challenge. No matter when it comes in the game, you don't want to surrender any possessions. And the ruling has been made. They're going to uphold the original call on the out-of-bounds violation.
And as a coach, it stings to lose a timeout on a failed challenge, but it's a risk worth taking to make absolutely sure that you're not going to lose a possession on a blown call.
Poeltl with a screen on Irving. Inside. And Poeltl gets it to go on the assist by Ingram. Poeltl's got 6.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Irving, the pass to Lee. No good with the triple.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with it. It's a tough day so far.
Outside Ingram. Tipped. Here's Lee. He's guarded by Barnes. Oh, got that one up quick. He's got 16.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And here's Ingram outside. Back to Dick. Puts up a 3. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
Mavericks trail by 19. On the wing, Irving, guarded by Quickly. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Jakob Poeltl.
You know, I like how Irving also keeps the defense guessing, keeps them off balance, and he's so crafty and creative around the basket.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Lively's checked in. You know, Clark, watching Kyrie Irving, he still does things you just can't believe.
His ball handling ability is just remarkable, and his finishing ability surpasses his rush hour handles. And that's saying a ton. He can beat anybody off the dribble. He can make tough shots. He really is one of the elite scores from the guard position in the history of the NBA. I don't think that's an overstatement. From the angles he finishes, the shots he can make, he's as elite as we've had in the league.
Shot clock at 6. They grab their own miss. That one goes in. Pirtle's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Pirtle is always a threat to come away with offensive rebounds because of his size, but just as important, his timing.
Irving, the pass to Lee. Shoots over Barnes. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
Quickly, outside. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Barnes has got 6 assists now in the game. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants to give him a breather. Here's Lee. Buries it from 3. Lee's got 9.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors ending the period up. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. There it is, the 3, and Barnes will play the 4. Then it's Grady Dick, and it's Shed in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for Toronto.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
And how about our AT&T 5G Slam Cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Got a hand on it. On the wing, Thompson. He's guarded by Barnes.
Great work by the defense. That's the intensity coaches want to see.
Here's Shed. Here's Robinson. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Lee, the pass to Davis. And then Davis punches it home.
You know, that's one that'll stay with us for a while. I mean, Davis, one of those guys that can really electrify a crowd, no matter what building he's in. And, you know, we can't measure heart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Davis, the pass to Irving. Over the past few seasons, we've seen a big youth movement in the NBA, Clark, with average age dropping to an all-time low.
Yeah, those are the facts, and it's great that there's so much talent. I don't dismiss or discount that at all, but you still have to have a level of value and appreciation for what experienced veterans can bring to your makeup and to your team. That experience is invaluable, and very few teams win at a high level without having a blend of young talent and talented experience.
All right, here's a look at the schedule for the Dallas Mavericks. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up with LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. Then on Thursday, they'll be matching up against Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers.
They have a nice string of home contests coming up. This team has been fantastic in their own house, so a great chance to put together a few wins right now.
Jakob Poeltl, he's checked in for Toronto. Marshall passes to Lee, and he dunks it down.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Well, Clark, the first 9 years of his career, he played mostly power forward. But over the last 3, Anthony Davis playing a lot of center.
And I think his game has become more focused on staying in the paint, which is where he's dominant. He's added tons of strength over the years. He's using that to his advantage. He's always been one of the special players in the league, in my opinion. And he's still one of the top 15 guys in the league for sure.
Here's Lee. And the three off target.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Dick, the pass to Ingram. Now here's Quickly. Releases. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. To the inside. It's stolen by Pirtle. Here they come with numbers in transition. Pass to Ingram. And the NBA has made a significant investment in the G League over the years. Grant, you can really see the impact it's had.
Yeah, BA, and it's grown into a real minor league for the NBA. The NBA needed something like that for a long time, and it's helped the product.
Irving, the pass to Christie. Back to Irving, and there's a pick. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And Ingram has got the ball here for Toronto. Tries the spin move. Pass to Quickly. And it's Lee with the rebound. And Grant, there were rumors about MP at odds with another player in the locker room. That seems to have been handled, and everyone's on the same page once again.
And that's how you go about it. Keep it in-house and smooth things over. It's not always smooth sailing in the NBA. Sometimes guys need to work through it.
Here's Barrett. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Here's Irving. Good. And that basket makes him 8 for 14 for the game.
You know, this is simply what Kyrie Irving does. Get buckets against defenders. He's a bucket maker.
Pass to Barrett. Outside Dick. Now Pirtle. 5 on the clock. Good on the shot.
What I really like about Pirtle is the soft hands. He's got excellent hands. You can't teach that. And he's got a nice stroke from mid-range.
Here's Davis. More and more we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age.
And for the Raptors, they're shooting a nice 50% for the game.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Raptors.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And with this one, they go double digits in the win column.
And when you only face a team twice on the season, you love to win that first one. Now they'll have the mental edge in the next meeting against Dallas.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for R.J. Barrett.
Terrific initiative. Not content to let the game come to him, he went out and made it his own.
And it's Shed missing. The Mavericks have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Thompson passes to Lee. The shot. Drops one in from the wing.
Are you serious? I mean, he made the defender look silly right there. Just an epic move.
Pass to Abaji. Here's Barrett. Mavericks with the rebound. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the basket by Lee.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Here's Barrett from 8 feet away. Drops it in.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. There's 18 seconds left in the final quarter. There's a screen. Hardy, the pass to Lee. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
So it's the Raptors winning this one easily. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce.
Chin up. Tomorrow's a new day. It's okay. They wanted it more.
You'll get the next one.
Shoot it!
Yeah, that's my spot.
You got it. Come on, man.
Oh, that slipped out of my hand.
Come on, MP.
We always be ready.
Shot when you get it, Daniel. You like that mid-range, Daniel? Quit, it's time. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Watch.
All day, baby. Let's go!
Way to hit that.
Well, excuse me.
Hey, don't worry, Danny. Keep taking that. Yes, sir. That's the way I back up my game.
Let's do this. Keep it going.
Nice shot. That's what I want to see.
Yes, sir. That's the way I back up my game. You're ready to lose.
Come on, man. You could do better than that.
Keep doing this.
Come on! What are you... Bro, MP, come on.
Your confidence is gone now.
Hey, who's
Get started already. I'm gonna keep coming.
You're like money in the bank.
Say that out, man. Yo, we got this. Don't worry.
Take it up!
more.
Okay, MP, let's turn it around right here.
The Lakers coming through the tunnel with swagger. This looks like a team that's all set. Hi, everyone. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Take a look at the Mavericks. Off to a great start this season, currently in second. And, of course, the Lakers, 3 games behind.
You know, for Los Angeles, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
From here on out is just about putting in the work, coming to every game ready to compete, and never giving less than your best.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They got Christie, Lee out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Thompson, and it's Irving in at the point guard position. And for the Lakers, in at forward for him, it's James and Hachimura. Luka Doncic out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Hayes in at the 5, roaming the paint. And looking back at the group stage of the NBA Cup, these were 2 of the best in the West.
Yeah, these teams have been outstanding in the Cup. They're playing with confidence. 2 of my favorites to win this thing, so something has to give.
Outside, Davis. From outside, off the mark. The Lakers on offense. It's a 3-point game. And this matchup with the Mavericks, it's the first meeting of the season. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Lee kicks to Irving. Lee sets a screen for Irving. Pins the shot with nobody near him.
No, it's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Now here's James. Coming off a solid outing against Portland. And it's in there. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Christie. And it's off from 3-point range. Lee with the block.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
Got a piece of it. And they recover it. Christie kicks to Irving. Pass to Thompson. Lee, a screen on Doncic. Thompson from long range. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. The Lakers this summer signing first-time head coach J.J. Redick. He's a veteran of 15 seasons. The sharpshooter's rise in broadcasting had been meteoric. The Lakers really want Redick to be their long-term head coach. But the question, with an aging superstar in LeBron, how much patience will exist in L.A. for Redick learning on the job?
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. Here's Doncic, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Hachimura finds Doncic over Irving. The Mavericks pull it in. Lee's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Los Angeles, and so he hits both. And the league trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. Greg, you got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
Now here's Hayes, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Reeves outside. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Irving against Doncic. Kept alive. Here's Lee. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hi, guys. The machine in the last game against the Raptors was playing superb basketball. He added 18 points and, as usual, controlled the glass. The latest chapter in what's been a great string of games from him. He'll be looking to add on to it tonight. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Irving with a clean look. Hands it from downtown. Irving's got 11 points.
It's early, but they are getting pummeled on the glass.
To the inside. Here's James. Mavericks with the rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, it looked like they were settling out there, not moving the ball enough to generate the type of shots that they wanted.
Reeves outside. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
Nice concentration from Reeves. Never loses focus despite the contact.
Irving against Doncic. And Lee with the stuff.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Here's Reeves. 11-point game his last outing. Back to Doncic.
Maverick foul.
Gabe Vincent, he's checked in for Austin Reeves. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Dallas. Marshall comes in for Thompson. 1:32 left here in the first quarter. LeBron with the bucket.
Yeah, just too much big boy basketball by LeBron James, just bodying defenders inside.
Irving from long range. Here's Lee. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Lakers trail by 12. Well, Richard, you were a teammate of LeBron James's, winning a title in Cleveland with them, playing with LeBron. What was something you learned about his game and about him?
Well, I learned that he takes the greatness that has been bestowed upon him as a gift, and it is a curse, but he understands how to handle both.
Connect, he's checked in for the Lakers. Austin Reeves comes in for Doncic. And Dallas also making the switch. Spencer Dinwiddie's checked in for Christie.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Gafford against James. Here's Finney-Smith. Good, and the assist goes to James. Finney-Smith's got it back down to single digits for the Lakers. Dallas has gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Irving kicks to Lee. Dinwiddie left side. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on LeBron James.
Substitution on the court.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Christie. It's deflected. Stolen by Len. On the court for the Mavericks. They've got Anthony Davis. Christie is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. That's the machine. And it's Thompson in at the 3, the small forward. Dallas leading by 10. Christie the pass to Davis. It's tipped. Stolen by Len. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Reeves. That cuts the lead to single digits. Reeves has got 5 points now this quarter.
Pure effort play by Reeves, not allowing the defense to stop him.
Lee with the ball. And Hachimura picks him up defensively. Lee, a screen on Len. And Thompson kicks to Dinwiddie. Pass to Christie. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. Trailing here by 8. Fresh from a win against Portland.
You want to talk about a fantastic finish. That game had a little bit of everything and then a little bit of extra in overtime. So it was a great win for them.
Last year in the first ever NBA Cup quarterfinals on the west side of the bracket, the Pelicans won in Sacramento against the Kings. And the Lakers fought off the Suns.
Yeah, that LA Phoenix game was the best of the knockout stages. LeBron put in 31 points, dished out 11 assists. Of course, the Lakers winning the whole thing. King James named MVP of the inaugural Cup.
Hachimura the pass to Reeves. Hachimura the screen. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Reeves. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going home.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. And the Lakers with some changes. LeBron's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Gabe Vincent in for Austin Reeves. The Mavericks also with a sub. Martin's checked in.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And it's Doncic missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Lakers trail by 9. Here's Connect. He had 16 points in the win against Portland.
There wasn't a lot of resistance there at the rim. He just tricked off a little bunny.
Here's Christie. LeBron with the block.
Oh, look at the old man still getting it done on defense. LeBron James still takes great pride in rejecting shots.
And Lee pulls it down. Lee's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And Lee with the stuff.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Pass to Connect. Back to LeBron. Hachimura kicks to James.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's Hachimura. 4 on the clock. James, the pass to Doncic. Shoots over Dinwiddie. With the rebound.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Davis, and finished off by Anthony Davis.
Whoa, okay, send a message there, big fella. AD flexing on them like they're just little bitty pretenders.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Connect. Lets the 3 fly. Traps in the tray. Connects. Got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Lakers.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The Mavericks on top. They lead by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Their focus on defense has been inconsistent. Tough to win with lapses at that end. Yeah, they got to clamp.
And now let's take. And that's all for us.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Outside, the wings are Reeves and James. Rui Hachimura out there with Hayes. And it's Doncic in at the point. That's the Laker 5. Davis against Hachimura. Davis, the pass to Christie. Now Thompson. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Hayes. They are right on the brink of taking the lead.
This is an absolutely critical juncture in this game.
Off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
And Richard, you've watched LeBron James over the years. His approach never wavers. It never changes.
He is all business all the time, on the court, off the court. The consistency of his focus and mental toughness is unbelievable.
Pass to James. Los Angeles with another miss.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. 8-point game. Hachimura finds Reeves. Now here's LeBron. Shoots it up. That's good on the jump shot. And that's 15 points for LeBron.
Finally, a make. It only took 5 attempts in the half.
Doncic against Irving. Here's Lee outside. Offensive rebound. Davis misses the baby hook. For Los Angeles, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. James looking around. No one near Reeves as he lets it go. Off target with his 3. Mavericks leading by 6. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Lee with the stuff.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Doncic kicks to Hachimura. Pass to Reeves. Doncic outside. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backcourt.
And James pulls it down. Lakers trail by 8. Over Irving. James gets inside and finishes.
Now understand this. When LeBron James entered into the league in 2003, that's when lots of players were actually taking mid-range jumpers.
Here's Lee. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Reeves outside. Back to Doncic. Deflects the pass. The drive by Lee. And Lee with the stuff.
His passing has always been a staple of his career. Not too many are better at dishing than Kyrie.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. James in the post, working on Thompson. James in the post. He's covered by Thompson. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Los Angeles making a switch here. Finney Smith's checked in. Then for the match. Changes here for the Lakers. Hachimura, he's checked in for Jackson Hayes. Gannett comes in for LeBron. And Vincent subbed in for Austin Reeves. Hachimura, the pass to Doncic. Mavericks with the rebound. Lee's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Klay Thompson is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's the Machine, and it's Prosper in at the 4 spot.
Max Christie.
Thompson for 3. Lee dishes to Irving. Connects from 3-point range. Irving's got 24 points.
His first triple of the second half. Can he get it going?
Doncic against Irving. Stolen by Thompson. Down low. Here's Lee. And the layup's good off the glass. Lee's got 10 points in just the second half. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Dallas.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And here is Los Angeles now. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Hachimura setting the pick for Doncic. From beyond the arc and then some.
Seems like everyone's taking long threes these days, but Doncic has natural power in those legs. Generates range with ease.
On the wing, Lee, uncovered. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 23 points for the Machine.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Finney Smith, and finished off by Finney Smith.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Lee, a screen on Doncic. Irving for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Irving's got 6 points in the quarter.
This is his second 3 this half. He's getting even more bold at that arc.
There's a good screen. The 3 for Doncic. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
It's stolen. Finney Smith with it. Picked up by Thompson. Here's Connect. And he banks in the lane. And 12 points for Dalton Connect.
Oh, good take. Early in his career, Connect's been focusing on his handle.
And you hear, Richard, about players dunking and putting a hurting on the rim, but that iron sometimes can put a hurting on a player's hands too, right?
Oh, and then when you get older, those landings, they can start to hurt too. End of the day, there's a price to be paid for all that high-flying and rim wrecking, and it's worth it.
Finney Smith can't get it to go. Dallas leading by 17. On the wing, Lee. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Count that one.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Lakers. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
I'm sure Coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Hayes, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. James comes in for Connect. And it's Austin Reeves in for Gabe Vincent. Here's Irving. to the middle. Hayes with the steal. Doncic against Irving. James right side. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Mavericks leading by 17. And here is Irving. Offline with his three.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Reeves finds Doncic. That three off the mark. Dallas has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And Lee with the stuff.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Doncic outside. And again, the Lakers no good. For Dallas, they've gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. Hachimura the pass to Doncic. Reeves outside. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th assist in this one.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He's off on the first.
First team foul. At the line for...
And he's good on the second. Lakers trail by 17. Reeves outside. Back to Doncic. 1:27 left in the 4th quarter of this one. It's tipped. 6 on the shot clock. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Reeves. Reeves has got his 7th assist in the game.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Dallas.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
Yeah, I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for the machine.
He limited the opposing offense's impact as well with some superb defense, finding lots of chances to knock away shots.
Christie the pass to Irving. Thompson outside. On the wing, Lee. He's covered by Hachimura. And here is Los Angeles now, trailing by 17. Here's LeBron, and he uses the glass on the lane.
Something Reeves has only improved at, making quality passes.
Lee in the posts. Hayes on him. No good from Lee. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Reeves in the corner. No good on the triple. Hachimura against Irving. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. And this victory.
Way to bring the effort tonight.